Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and it's probably be quite a short one, mainly because it's going to be a very short session. It's another one of my pit stop fishing missions. I'm on my way down south to meet up with Andy, second half of Lake Challenge, that's this weekend. Today's Friday, I'm breaking up my drive with a little bit of fishing. So I stopped about halfway, and there's a bit of river, bit of canal, pike, zander, perch, a little bit of something. Just going to go ultralight, just going to see what we can get hold of. Yeah, just want to bite or two. We're going to do it maybe an hour at the very most. It's purely a pit stop, just to give myself a little bit of a break, and then we're going to carry on. So, yeah, see what we can do. There's a fish. Oh, I just lost one. Oh. There's one. That's not a bad one. There we go, all I needed. Let's get the crankbaits on. It should have been obvious really this time of year. Water's warm. Shads and things are great, but when the fish are up for it, you cannot beat a crankbait. There might be a few more here, we'll get some back nice and quick. There we go then. Little switch up to a Topwater, no difference. Although the crankbait was working on the river, it's just too shallow, too snaky in the canal. So switch with the Topwater, chuck it around some lily pads, get yourself a perch. I'm not convinced at first it was the perch, it was too big. So we'll get this one back and see if we can find out what it was. Yes. Of course you can, yeah.
Oh, that was awesome. Do you know what kind of fish it is, Jaden?
Yeah, it's a big perch, that is as well. You've got to be careful. Your mum's done that. Your mum's had it stuck in her. Oh, see it down that way, don't push through. Go the other way. Yeah. We'll get back nice and hot, we'll get it back nice and quick. What are you using? No?
Yeah, little Topwaters, yeah.
I've got a little feeder rod at home, but I haven't got. I've tried on the canal, but I ain't got no lures. I just use maggot.
To be honest, like you will get them on maggot.
Yeah.
It's just more fun, like because you see them take it. You just like that. It stays on the surface.
I've never really done nothing like. I used to carp fish. I was into my carp angling.
Same.
But it's completely different ball game, isn't it?
I tell you what I like about this. I can take my bag, my net, and a rod, and go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I haven't got to worry about taking a barrel for the gear and bait and worrying about setting up a bivvy and things like that.
I was going to say, that's why I don't fish anymore, because I don't drive. So when you're going down with there with the bed chair, 3-rod pod, for the 2 nights worth of bait.
I know, it's a nightmare. It put me off fishing. Exactly the same. Like I didn't go, like because it could be asked.
Like
but yeah,
the entire setup there
is
less than your boilies that you take with you.
Absolutely, yeah. And I say when you're doing that across the surface, and they smash it, like it's so much more of a buzz than catching a carp. Like you can pick up kits real cheap. You can get a rod and reel and a few lures for about 80 quid. Like yeah, it's all you'd need.
That's fishing. Yeah, well, I'm magnet fishing. I am.
Have you caught and found anything?
Yeah.
What?
I found a bite, but I couldn't take it home.
Oh right. Next time, try and get it out. Cause that's what I lose all my lures on.
we took it out and we just left it on the side.
Yeah.
But we've had some wheels. But he's got a few like nails and stuff. But other than that.
Oh well, there you go. Look. If you find any fishing lures, keep hold of them because one day you're using to catch fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of the
And you guys, have a good one. Yeah, don't leave that. Cheers, bye-bye. No worries. Oh, no more bites after, or no more hits after that perch. It makes you think, oh, maybe it was that perch that I think I had 3 goes at it before I hooked it. It was a big strike, that first one. Would have been fairly convinced it was a pike if we hadn't hooked that perch. Oh well, so we'll just keep on moving. It does baffle me a little bit why topwater doesn't get used on canals more often. I don't speak to that many people that do it. But when you think about it, it's about as much as the perfect summer technique as you can get in a canal. Now, canals are notoriously shallow, so they're either weedy or they're full of, you know, stuff, trolleys, bikes, whatever else. Fishing the topwater means you fish on top of it all, so any weed or anything, you're not getting caught in every cast. You're not losing lures every 2 or 3 casts. Just seems like a good tactic for that. And the other thing is, canals, unless you fish them really regularly and know where the fish are going to be held up, are pretty uniform. So the fish can be pretty well spread out, or what I mean by spread out is a lot of nothingness between fish. So you can walk a long way without really putting your lure in front of a fish. Whereas with fishing with topwater, it's nice and quick. You know, I'm covering ground really quickly here. Way quicker than I would be if I was fishing shads and things like that, because I'd be probably making 4 or 5 casts every time I stop with a shad, trying to fan and cast. But with this, I can cast sort of along the canal and up it and sort of grid it and work my way down. I think it's a really effective way of fishing canals. I don't know why it doesn't get a bit more love. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments. Would you use topwater on a canal, or do you use topwater on a canal? And what results have you had? Hello. Big scatter of fry up in front of me. I'm sure the GoPro would have picked it up. Yep, come on. There's a load of perch here, might be a bit of fun it. There we go. Second one on topwater. Thought it was all silvers, but actually I think all these fish ahead of us are perch, because a load of them shot out of that then. Very quick look. Make sure you're in a frame. Can you see it? Yeah, a bit closer. Get back. Right, not got long left. I'm a little wander up. There's a spot I've fished before here. Let's produce some fish just a little bit further up. So have a little go there, and then we'll probably call it a day and get back on the road. Oh, there's another one. We've got loads of mates with him. Cool. I'm not gonna mess around, get it straight back. So there's about 10 of them behind it. There it goes. Really odd that you get that one bite, you see more action and you can't get a follow-up. Yeah, that fish I just had then, there was at least 10 fish behind it. One of them was trying to take it out of its mouth. But I've had half a dozen casts since then, and nothing. Really odd. Very strange. Well, it wasn't the place I wanted to stop anyway, so we'll keep walking. Yeah, there's one. Right in the middle. I think there's a big shoal of silverfish out there. There might be a few perch amongst them. There we go. What is that, perch number 6 maybe? 5, 6? So we can get a few more. Oh my God, there's millions of them. Okay, right, this really is the last spot now. 4 or 5 casts, and then get back on the road. Oh, are they all? Roach, some nice roach. It's fish in the flow over there, I can't seem to get it to stick. Got him. There we go. That's fish 5 or 6. Is there a better way to catch wasps out of a canal? As in more fun. There's obviously better ways, more effective ways I should say. But this is definitely, if you ask me. Oh my God, this one was never coming off. This is definitely the most fun you can have with little waspy perch like that on a canal. Can't be beaten. Right, 1 or 2 more casts, we'll call it a day. Okay, we're going to call it a day there, and on the way back to the car I'll tell you a bit more about this lure and where I got it from and why I'm using it. Let's go. Okay, so what am I using? So I've got my, let's turn it around the right way so you can see it, my St. Croix Bass X, which is the, I always forget what it is in grams, it's the 6'10", medium light power, extra fast action, and it's an 8.5 ounce, which I think is 3.5 to 14 grams, something like that anyway. Yeah, it's just perfect for canal fishing. I paired it up with a little 1000 size Vanford. I think it's 9-pound braid, maybe 11-pound braid, I forget, to a really, really fine single strand titanium wire leader, just because there is a few pike in here, not many, but since I'm using trebles, I always tend to use wire, just in case. I don't want to fish swimming around with trebles in its gob, so although the chance of getting bitten off are unlikely, it's not impossible, so I'll always opt to use wire. Now the bait itself, I'll probably have to put a little bit of subtitles on this, but it is made by Axia, formerly HTO, and it's not marketed as a freshwater bait or a perch bait at all. It's a saltwater bait, and it's sort of for your lighter bass fishing and garfish, I suppose, and anything else out there, topwater. I think it's 7 centimetres, I think, and it's about, oh God, I'm going to get all this wrong, so I'll put this all on the screen somewhere for you to read it, but I think it's 9 grams, something like that, maybe 7 grams, maybe less. And it is just absolutely deadly for perch. And not just perch, I've probably got more pike than I have perch. You can probably tell if I got close enough, you can see all the tooth marks. I've caught chub on it as well, and then obviously I have caught bass on it as well, like saltwater bass. So it's just a fantastic lure, and the action is just perfect. It's obviously a walk the dog style lure, so you have to put the action into it and it goes side to side. But what I really like about it, it rises. I think that's because of the shape of the nose. It's got that scoop. So as it goes to the side, it also rises, and it's a different action to a lot of your spook style baits. It's literally just walk. Whether that's the reason it's really effective, I don't know, but I really, really like it, and it catches me a hell of a lot of fish. And it's almost always when I'm perch topwater fishing in open water, that's the first one that'll come out of the box every single time. Could totally sack Andy off and just go for a bit of dinner in there. I think he'd understand. Wow, it's bright. I'm going to totally blow myself out, but that is this little 45-minute session, or maybe an hour at the very most, done. Just nice to have a little respite when you're on a long drive, and how can you beat it by walking a little section of canal and catching perch on top waters. So yeah, we're going to call it a day there. Next stop is Andy's, and then tomorrow and Sunday we have Lake Challenge at Rutland. Is GoPro still? Yeah, GoPro still on. Yeah, we've got Lake Challenge at Rutland. We did okay on the. So for those of you who don't know, Lake Challenge is 2 parts. First part was in May. Second part is this weekend. We did okay. I think we're sitting in 10th. But since we won it last year, we've got a title to defend, and we certainly want to do better than 10th. We're aiming for at least top 3. It's going to be an uphill battle because we've got some fish to catch now. We made, if you would have seen, if you'd have watched some of the lure fishing podcasts, we made some mistakes in the first half of the Lake Challenge, so we're going to have to make it up to do. So we've got a plan. It's just if it works, it's a different story. It's all very well having a plan the day before, but when you're on the day, if the fish don't do what you expect them to do, then you need a plan B, C, D, E, all the way down to Z. But we'll see. If nothing else, it's a nice weekend with a mate out on the boat, hopefully catching some fish. So anyway, we'll call it a day there. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.